Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm super excited about today's video because I'm going to be telling you guys about my very first YouTube paycheck. So yeah, I got monetized, it's official. So I recently filmed an entire video describing to you how long it took me to hit the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours, which are the minimum requirements that you need to hit in order to get accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. So if you want to learn more about that, I'll include the video up here. I'll also be sharing with you, some of the tips and strategies that I use to get monetized, and also be sharing with you some of the things that I wish I knew when I first started out. So yeah, the video up here. And by the way, my name is Christina, and I'm a New York-based recruiter, entrepreneur, and a content creator, and I make videos about personal finance and personal development. So if that's something you're interested in, please make sure to hit that subscribe button because I'll be releasing more videos this year. Anyway, let's go ahead and start this video. So how exactly do you make money on YouTube? Generally, there are a lot of different ways that you can earn money as a YouTuber, but one of the most well-known and kind of one of the very first ways that people usually start making money is through the YouTube Partner Program or through the Google AdSense program. So in case you didn't know, Google owns YouTube, and one of the main ways that Google generates revenue is through advertising. So every time you watch a YouTube video and you see ads running either at the very beginning or throughout the video, that's how YouTube and the creator make money, through advertisers. So I know it's been a very huge trend here on YouTube where creators have been sharing how much money YouTube paid them their first year, or how much YouTube paid them for 1 million views. And if you've seen those videos, one thing that you probably have noticed is that different YouTubers make a different amount of money, and sometimes people with way less subscribers somehow make way more than people with millions of subscribers. And that leads me to the very first point that I think we all should know, is that your subscribers don't really directly influence how much money you make. The number of subscribers is really just, I guess, like a semi-guaranteed number of people that are going to be seeing your videos every time you post a new video. And even then, it's not really guaranteed because, if you are just like me and you subscribe to a lot of people, you don't always watch every single video that pops up on your feed. So one of the metrics that more directly influences how much you make on every video is going to be the number of views. And still, there's gray area to it. So in case you're very confused, let's talk about the two metrics that actually directly influence your ad revenue. So let's talk about CPM and RPM. So if you take a look at the dashboard in your YouTube studio, you'll probably find the CPM and RPM. So what CPM stands for is cost per mil, which is the amount that the advertiser pays per 1,000 views. Then RPM means revenue per mil, which is how much you actually earn per 1,000 views. Because in case you didn't know, you do have to split your revenue with YouTube because they also have to pay the bills and cover their costs. So this is how much you earn after YouTube takes its cut. So obviously, the higher your RPM, the more money you make per 1,000 views. Okay, so I know you're probably wondering, so what affects my RPM/CPM, and how do I make sure it is as high as possible? So there are several different things that influence that, but I would say the two most obvious factors is going to be the topic of your videos / the keywords that you use in your videos, as well as your location. So let's talk about the topic of your videos. If you have watched a lot of similar videos, you probably have heard that lifestyle, beauty, or especially prank videos don't make that much money, versus videos about topics like business, finance, investing, and real estate tend to have some of the highest RPMs in the industry. And here is why. So the topic of your videos determines what type of advertisers are going to be placing ads on your videos. So let's say if you have like a beauty or fashion channel, it is more likely that when your audience is watching your videos, they're going to see ads about like beauty products, so clothing brands or like home and garden types of products. And when you make videos about like personal finance or real estate investing, you're going to see a lot of ads about financial products, real estate projects, or I don't know, like courses about investing and entrepreneurship or something along those lines. So let's say if I am a boot camp that teaches people financial independence and I want to place my ad on one of the finance videos, and one of your viewers decides to click on the ad and purchase that boot camp, I as a brand suddenly gain $5,000 in revenue from selling that one course to one viewer. So my return on investment would be $5,000 versus, let's say you have a lifestyle channel and I am a lifestyle brand that, let's say, sells candles. When one of your viewers clicks on my ad and purchases a candle, I earn $20 or even more than that. I mean, candles are very expensive nowadays. So anyway, you probably get the point. The return on investment is very different, and it kind of makes sense that finance and business brands are willing to spend more on advertising because the return on investment is much higher than, for, let's say, lifestyle and fashion and beauty brands. So if your main goal is to make money on YouTube, I would pay a lot of attention to the niche that you're picking. And this is exactly why you see people like Graham Stephan, who's probably one of the most well-known finance YouTubers, make 7 figures in ad revenue every year, while there are other YouTubers who have just as many subscribers, if not more, make way less than that. And that's because your RPM and CPM matter. Another important thing that you need to know, which I mentioned in the beginning, is your location. Places like the United States or Canada or Australia that historically have had very strong economy tend to have businesses and brands that tend to pay way higher than, let's say, companies in places like, Cambodia or Eastern Europe or other places that tend to have a much weaker economy. So if you are a YouTuber based in a developing country and you're wondering why your videos don't make as much money as Graham Stephan's videos do, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you or your videos. It probably has to do with your location, so don't get discouraged. Oh, and another thing that I've discovered recently, because I've been really into the true crime content on YouTube, I noticed that a lot of those true crime YouTubers often get worried that their video is going to get demonetized because they do talk about a lot of very dark and often controversial topics. And there are many advertisers that really don't want to be associated with true crime / conspiracy theory type of content. So if you're really focused on making money on YouTube, I would recommend staying away from a lot of like controversial and especially political topics. All right, now that we've covered everything we needed to cover, let's talk about exactly how much I made in my first paycheck. And I've made $156.13. I did a quick math and I realized that this is actually enough to cover my phone bill and my Wi-Fi bill, and I might even have a few dollars left over to cover my Uber Eats pass. Your girl likes food. So yeah, technically YouTube is starting to pay my bills. It's all about how you look at it. All right, guys, and just so that you can see what I've been talking about so far, let's take a peek at my YouTube Analytics tab. Okay, so in January, I made $55.72. As I mentioned to you, I got monetized like halfway through the January, so it's only like 2 weeks worth of revenue here. And then in February, I made $100.41. And then in March, I made $113.04. And then, as you can probably tell, I'm filming this in April right now. We're about halfway through April. And so far, I've made $53.56. So I'd say like on average, I've been making about a little bit over $100 per month, which again is definitely not enough to sustain me, but hey, extra $100 is extra $100. I will gladly take that money. So this other very interesting thing that some of you might want to know is where exactly your money comes from. So the majority of my money, as you probably see, comes from the traditional YouTube ad revenue. So it's the ads that you see when you watch YouTube videos. And then about $5 came from the YouTube Premium revenue. I know a lot of people have been wondering, like with YouTube Premium, because as you know, like if you have a YouTube Premium membership, you don't really see ads on videos anymore.
more. And a lot of people have been wondering, does it affect YouTubers' revenue? Again, I can't speak for, if like you make significantly less or significantly more when somebody watches your videos using YouTube Premium. But I am showing you right now that you are still able to make money if somebody watches your videos using a YouTube Premium subscription. And then I don't personally have merch or like channel memberships, but I would assume people who do sell merch through YouTube or have memberships will probably see some additional tabs here as well. So over here, you can see my average RPM and then my CPM for the last 365 days. But obviously, since I didn't get monetized until about 90 days ago, my numbers do increase when you change the time frame. So in the past like 90 days, my RPM has increased just because I've been putting out more videos about personal finance and other things that generally tends to have like a higher RPM.
Oh, and by the way, one important thing that you want to know is that in order for you to get paid, which by the way, YouTube only pays you once a month. So let's say if you got monetized in January, you don't get paid until February. And another very important thing you want to know is that you do need to hit the $100 threshold for YouTube to actually send you a check. And that's why even though I got monetized in January, I didn't get my check until a few days ago, which is in March. And that is because I didn't technically hit the $100 threshold in January. So that's why they had to wait until I earned over $100 for them to send my check. So just based on my math, the check that I just got includes my revenue for both January and February.
Okay, so the next part that I want to show you should illustrate the power of your RPM and how much your topic or your niche affects your earnings. Okay, so the first tab that I wanted to show you is my most watched video on this channel, which is the small apartment storage tips. So since the day I published this video, it has gotten about right under 42,000 views. And then the estimated revenue for this video is $37.44. So let's take a look at the overall revenue. I'm actually going to switch to the last 90 days because that's where I started making revenue. As you can see, the CPM on this video is only about $10.69. And then the RPM is about half of that, so $5.52, which is not super high, but that is pretty much what you would expect from like a lifestyle or home decor type of video. So now for comparison purposes, let's look at this other video that I have on my channel, which is currently my top earning video. We are looking at my Udemy earnings video, which focuses on kind of passive income and how to make money online. So since the day that I published this video, I only got about 8.8 thousand views, yet I've made $83.71. Now when we look at the revenue tab, which again, we'll take a look at the last 90 days, you will see that my CPM on this video is $44.27, and then my RPM is $22.65.
So in my Udemy earnings video, I talk a lot about passive income, how to make money. So it's a very like business/finance oriented topic versus in my apartment storage video, which, I released when I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my channel. I just talk about, furniture and home decor. So
when you compare these videos side by side, you will see that my Udemy earnings video made more than twice as much in revenue, even though it had maybe less than a quarter of the number of views that my small apartment storage tips video had. I feel like this is like a perfect 80-20 rule case study right here.
Hopefully that proves to you how much the topic of your videos can influence your revenue. Again, I really don't want to encourage everyone watching this video to suddenly only start making money about, financial independence and business and online earnings and finance and things like that, because first of all, I don't want too much competition. Just kidding, but I mean really. But really, I want you to be able to make videos about things that you're really, really passionate about, because, if you're making videos about things that you don't really care about, it's just not going to be sustainable. So if you're really passionate about lifestyle and travel and all the other things, you should still be making videos about those things, because guess what? Google AdSense is not the only way that you can make money as a YouTuber. There are other things like sponsorships and affiliate marketing and, brand collaborations and things like that can still make you a lot of money if you end up going big with your channel and, have a lot of quality content and build a great audience. So you can still make full-time income as a YouTuber while making videos about things that you're passionate about. You want to be able to make videos that you really enjoy. Anyway, that's the wrap for today, guys. Please let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions, if you want to share how much money you made in your first YouTube paycheck, because I personally really enjoy watching those videos, and I know that a lot of other people that enjoy watching those types of videos, and I feel like it's just nice to have that community where we all share our journey to financial independence. Anyways, as always, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy videos about personal finance and personal development, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!